Alrighty, what's going on, guys? Welcome to Taco Tactical. First video, welcome. Going to be doing a lot of shooting, airsoft, outdoors, off-roading, all sorts of stuff. So if you guys are into that, stick around. Got more videos coming out pretty soon, working on those now. But today we're going to be doing a helmet overview, helmet setup, whatever you guys really want to call it. I have a list of notes here just so I don't forget anything, so bear with me. Start out, it's Team Wendy Exfil LTP. It's the bump version, not the ballistic version. I don't necessarily see the need for the ballistic. I know people rave about them. I don't know, maybe that's something in the future. But right now, I'm not really willing to spend $1,200 plus, much more actually, on a ballistic helmet. I also use it for airsoft. Don't need a ballistic helmet for airsoft, so be that what you will. Helmet cover is just one of the cheap Amazon ones. I think it's Ido Gear or something like that. Like I said, does the job. Don't need to buy a $60 Team Wendy one. This works perfectly fine for me. Next we have a little Mohawk, also off Amazon, one of those like Ido Gear brands, whatever they are. Once again, they work. Both Ranger Green. For a counterweight for my nods here, currently I'm using a magazine of blackout ammo. Hit or miss. I like having the extra ammo if you need it. Not necessarily, if you end up using it, it's obviously going to be less weight and going to be off-centered. Kind of just a last resort mag, I guess. It works. I've used it this last week for 5 hours straight and they balance really well. Really nice. For the IR strobe, it's just one of those UTG sparks. In the Team Wendy adapters on the side, I have the Walker Razor headphones, which they're good if you're just going to the range and shooting, but to actually be able to hear things around you and moving around, it's not it. Gonna be changing those out to Sordin soon. Just gotta figure all that out. On the side right here, we have the Princeton, I think it's the Switch. Yeah, the Princeton Tech Switch. I have it in white light and IR. It works great as a little map light. Nothing too powerful, but it does the job for what it is. The mount here, it's actually a knockoff. The Wilcox off Amazon. It's like $80, and honestly, just testing it out right now, but if you are going to get one, I'd say do it. And if you do, take out the screws, Loctite them, call it a day. I haven't had any issues. Obviously use retention if you're going to be using this, because the last thing you want is to drop your upwards of like $5,000 nods. But yeah, it works out. I'm sticking with it for now. Haven't had any issues. It locks into place, it's sturdy. So yeah, it works. Only other thing on the helmet that I just switched out, which I would 100% recommend, is these insert pads. It's the 4D Tactical 0G Retrofit Combat Liner pads. And honestly, they are phenomenal. Take out the, I like to call them the rock pads that come with the Team Wendy's. They're like the ballistic dampening and then like the comfort pads or whatever. Just take them out. They're nothing compared to these. So a little bit of an investment. I think they're like $100, but very, very nice. Yeah, that's about it for the helmet and the head setup. Basically, for eyes, I'd be using ESS crossbows or the Oakley M-frames. Both are fine. They both do the job. Onto the nods now, which we probably actually care about. I'm a big fan of the Nocturne Industries. It's cheap, affordable, it works. I've had zero issues so far. So what I'm running is the two Tontos. Both are white phos. I think they're around 1850 FOM. So a little bit on the lower side, but honestly, like I said, I used them this last week and didn't have any issues. So work great. They are bridged together with their Daisho bridge. Insanely light. It is 3D printed, so you really don't have any issues with that. There's a Desert Night Camo wrap on them. I think it looks pretty cool. Do you need it? No. Is it cool? Yeah. Let's see what else we got here. So the irises here, adjustable irises, put them together myself off Amazon stuff. I'll just list them out because it is a little bit to remember here. So the, where is it? The adjustable iris is the 1.5 to 26 millimeter iris diaphragm M30 to M37 camera lens off Amazon. And then for the protective lens in front, I do have a protective lens. Once again, I play airsoft. Don't really want these getting shot out if I'm using them. It's the K&F Concept 37 millimeter UV lens. It works perfectly fine. Haven't had any issues. Moves smooth. One little turn, if you can see that, opens them up, can close them, adjust the amount of light that comes in. Little retention rings on the back. Every once in a while, I'll use the black and white filters from Nocturne. I haven't been using them. To me, it does make things clearer and less like visual noise, but it does seem to make it a little bit darker for me. So I just kind of stuck with the normal lens on the back there. With these Daistro bridges, they do come with the aluminum dovetail now, which is really nice. But yeah, I did get the LimaPort version, so you can stick the LimaPort in there, have the battery pack on the back if you want. I haven't had any issues with battery life. So I am fairly new to Nod, so I'm kind of just figuring out along the ways. Obviously, I've done my research, stuff like that. Cool thing about the Daistro bridge from Nocturne, if you flip them up, it actually has auto shut off. So this one will shut off, flip it back down, they both turn back on. So, like I said, that is going to be my helmet setup and my Nod setup. Just a quick overview. If you guys have any questions, leave them down in the comments, and I'll get to them as soon as possible. But yeah, welcome to the channel, Taco Tactical, making videos very often now. So yeah, stick around, hit that subscribe button, like, share, all that. Peace.